So the question is, how?
When you're on the back and you got the hooks and you're having trouble getting the choke, how can you use the legs to isolate the arms without just losing the hooks and losing the back?
So this is gonna be a little tricky. In the gi, it's a little bit trickier than no gi, because usually this is like the preferred side for no gi right now, like the modern meta game. It's here. I'm gonna step on the hip, get my foot across. Now I can start working body triangle if I want to, or I can start controlling this, pushing this down, and now I can catch. So the issue with the reason a lot of people struggle catching this arm is just bad hip placement. If me and Matt are like really square, my hip's really low, I'm never gonna catch this arm.
Or people like,
Yeah, but if I step on Matt and like move my hip higher, and my hip is like somewhere in the same vicinity as his shoulder, now it's a lot easier to push down. And even if I don't have the world's greatest internal hip rotation, or actually external, right? Mm-hmm. External hip rotation, I can catch this now, right? And now I can cross my feet. Now his arm's strapped. I can also just hide my foot behind his hip with the arm looped in. And now I'm gonna start working. I can start working the chokes better, and I can start working here, and I can climb, and I can work either here. I can work here. The question was like, besides just like hand chokes, what else can I do? You can always, if you get like a good bite up here, you can always use control, switch hands here, control here, throw your foot over, switch. You have this triangle, which is great. If you get up here, you can always switch here and take the arm bar as well. Those are the main things you're gonna attack. I mean, like that arm bar, this triangle, and then the cradle chokes, whether it's a one-handed cradle, aka a bow and arrow, or a two-handed cradle choke.
and then old school.
Oh, yeah, single wing. Boom. And then this is where the tricky part is. I think a lot of people struggle because they're too close to the armpit. Here you want to like pull your arm to elbow, go like elbow crook to elbow crook, then you punch across, then you have it.
Yeah, on that one, they try to snake their hand through, like to sneak it behind the head when this is tight, and they never get there. But then you come out to the end of this lever, meaning my elbow to my shoulder, and then I'm here, and then you can shoot it. To go back to the first point of the how to throw this over the arm, like you said, if you're here, your hips are low, we're kind of square to each other, and you just start trying to throw that arm over, this is what will happen. They'll like push it away, not let you get it. He does a shift, he's way up high now, and then he throws that over. Even if it's just like this, maybe I can try to get my hand back in again, but it's effectively trapped.
Yeah, that, and then like you can always
Just shove.
shove.
And he's safe to cross his ankles this high up my body. I'm not gonna catch this little trick on him here. I'm just gonna die before that happens.
Yep.
This angle here of him hanging off of one of my shoulders, being very high up and not centered to me, is how you see pretty much every finish in a tournament at a level that matters, like all the black belt, brown belt matches. No one's just two hooks, square, sitting, you know, they're way up like this. And if it starts in the other situation, it moves more and more this way.
Yeah.
You see the finishes up here. You don't see finishes like like the way we drill in class.
Yeah.
We're sitting here like this.
And the other thing too is, if you're doing a lot of gi, you need to be comfortable doing all this stuff on this side with the floor as your friend. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna have a mirror position of what we just had, and I'm just gonna do the same things I would do on the other side, but now I can just come up and then drive myself back to this spot here. Because if we're working here and I'm able to get this grip, if Matt does his escape sequence and he goes out that way, not being careful, I can roll up to my elbow.
Yeah.
And then I'm on the choke.
These sequences of I try to escape and then get in trouble for trying to escape are how I see the most finishes in tournament. Because it's rare that it's just on the back and then you do the move like one time.
it's on the back, trying to control. The guy goes to escape either the one way or they try to get to the other side. And in that movement, the guy at the back control shifts the angle up high, and my escape kind of falls apart, and then that's when I get choked, armbarred, triangled. There's often a combo of those things all at once where I'm like, I don't know how to stop them all, and then one of them will get me. Probably a choke, but it can be choke, armbar, triangle mix, and then they just tap to overwhelm. So try that out. I think that will help you a bunch.